I'm the GroupWise guy, and you know what? Everything really is connected. And GroupWise gives you one simple place to connect with the people and the information you need to get the job done. And with GroupWise, you can take charge of your world. You can move, receive, and act upon information instantly, making decisions faster, giving you greater control. And since you can act upon this information anytime, any place, GroupWise is making the world smaller. No barriers, no time zones, no excuse for not being connected. This is the GroupWise XTD Universal Inbox. All message types find their way in here, and I said all message types. For example, email from London, appointments from headquarters, a task assignment from the VP. But remember, I said all message types. That also includes faxes, voicemail from your telephone system. Even web pages from the internet can all be found in your universal inbox. And everything in here can be organized and managed with folders. I can even use rules to do this for me automatically. Forget about checking here, there, and everywhere for messages. If you have GroupWise XTD, everything will be right here. Everything you see here and more in this one simple place. First and foremost, GroupWise is a Novell network application. You know what that means? No messaging system integrates with your network better. Plus, GroupWise takes advantage of Novell Directory Services, NDS. NDS provides a single point of administration for both NetWare and GroupWise. And NDS gives me a single view of all user information and device configurations on the network. This allows you to add new users and modify rights for both NetWare and GroupWise using one simple interface. And you can manage everything no matter where you go. For example, here I am on this mountaintop. Not only can I get a great view of the entire company, the Southside campus and the Northside campus, but I can also manage my messaging system from up here. Novell makes it possible that through my laptop and wireless modem, I can actually add new users to GroupWise, modify their rights. I can move a user from the Southside campus to the Northside campus. The great thing about Novell is that they give me the freedom to manage my network and GroupWise from anywhere. Forget about being tied down to a single computer in your office. Remember, with Novell, no matter where you are, you're connected. Now take Susan here, trying to schedule a meeting.
Well, first I call Bob, who's feeding his fish, and 10 o'clock is fine with him, so then I call Madeline, who has no fish. 10 o'clock is out for her, but 10:30 is great, so I call Bob back, who's now done feeding his fish, and 10:30 is okay if we're done by 10:45. I call Phil, and he says,
No way we could be done that fast.
so I call Bob, and he says,
Okay, 2 o'clock then.
that's fine with Madeline and Phil, so then I call Larry, and he'll have to get back with me to see if he can reschedule his 1:30. So now all I have to do is call Ted and Marcia and Elaine and Jack and Juanita.
Now Susan could try the email method, a shotgun approach to scheduling. She sends out 8 email messages announcing the meeting, and then gets back 5 responses yes,
Okay.
Hey, sure.
No problem.
Great.
You bet.
and 3 declining no. So she reloads and shoots again. Pull! But now Susan has GroupWise. Now from the address list, she chooses the names of those she needs in her meeting. In addition to people, most meetings need to schedule a room and maybe even some equipment. Before Susan selects a time, she wants to be sure that all those people and resources are available, so she does a busy search. So what's happening here is GroupWise is going into all the personal calendars, actually electronic calendars of all the people, places, and resources that were scheduled, checking for busy times and open times. Then a report is returned with this grid. The open spaces are times available for our meeting. Click and send, and we've scheduled a meeting. No conflicts, no hassles, no wasted time, and no email system alone could handle scheduling this smoothly. That's right. Now take Susan here. She works away from the office quite a bit. You know, a regular road warrior. And she's loaded. She has a pager, a cell phone, and of course, she has a laptop computer. She's got lots of work to do, but she can't get it done because she has a plane to catch. Now, as you can see, Susan made it to the airport, but her flight has been delayed. Now she has plenty of time, but her work's back at the office. Now, this wouldn't have been a problem if Susan had GroupWise, because she could have done the download and go maneuver before she left the office. Now, before she leaves the office, she can download all of her GroupWise messages to her laptop using a direct connect to the network. She loads all related files and anything else she needs to keep in step with her work. Then after everything is downloaded, she goes. Now, while she's waiting for the plane, she can read her email, reply to it, create appointments, etc., just like she was at the office. Hey, over here. Good. Now, when Susan gets to her hotel, she can plug the hotel phone line into her laptop computer and dial back into the main office using GroupWise Remote. Any new messages she's created, replies to messages, or appointments she's created during the day are automatically sent to the main office, while any new messages she's received since she's been away are sent down to her laptop. Now, once synchronization between the two systems has taken place, GroupWise Remote automatically disconnects. Bottom line is Susan is using every minute to her advantage. Oh, here.
Thanks.
That's right. From this phone in the middle of nowhere, I can actually get into my universal inbox.
Welcome to Novell GropWise.
And everything's right there.
You have 2 unread items.
It actually reads my email to me over the phone. Now, is that cool or what? It can also read my appointment calendar, tasks, notes, and just about everything else in my GroupWise mailbox, even attached documents. And it's really cool. It will even tell you how long it will take to read it before it begins.
It will take roughly 70 minutes to read.
Wow! Now that's a little long, but that's okay, because I can just have GroupWise fax the attachment to me, no problem. Hey, what's the fax number out here? It's called GroupWise Phone Access, and it's the ultimate link in your total connection with GroupWise. The answer lies in this formula. Rules plus the pager gateway equals instant message access. Now let me explain. First, what's a rule? Well, a rule is a direction you give GroupWise that tells it how to handle a message. For example, a rule can automatically take any incoming new mail and put it in a specific folder, or automatically forward it to my secretary when I'm out of town. Now the next part of the equation is the pager gateway. GroupWise has developed a gateway that will automatically forward any message you want directly to your paging service. And not just itty-bitty phone number messages, but full text messages can be received automatically on your alphanumeric pagers. So now let's put these rules together with the pager gateway. For example, if anybody sends me a message marked urgent, I can have it automatically forwarded to my pager. It hits my universal mailbox and it's automatically forwarded out to me. Anytime, any place. Now this is where GroupWise is king.
Thank you very much.
In fact, GroupWise is universally recognized as a leader in integrating complex systems with support for Windows, Mac, and 7 flavors of Unix. And by the way, all graphical clients have the same functionality and a similar interface.
Cool.
And when it comes to connecting dissimilar environments, GroupWise has a host of gateways. A gateway is software that bridges the gap between dissimilar environments. For example, you have a CCmail user who wants to send email to a GroupWise user. That message goes through the CCmail gateway, and the gateway transforms it into the GroupWise message and vice versa. GroupWise has gateways for many different configurations. It works not only for email, but appointments, tasks, and the other GroupWise message types. And for you administrators, the gateways can also bridge the gaps between directories and user lists. This means that as a new user is added to the GroupWise community, their address information automatically updates the CCmail address book and vice versa. Just between us MIS guys, Novell develops all their own gateways, making them work and feel the same. So once you know how to configure one, you know how to do just about all of them. A fast track to looking real smart. Connecting you globally is the goal of Novell GropWise. And with the GroupWise Web Access Server, the link between you and all your messages is as close as the nearest web browser. For example, here I am visiting at my brother's house, and I need to check my email. No problem. That's because my brother has a computer and an internet account, even if his computer's here in Reno and mine's in Big Bearface, Montana. That's because my inbox can be accessed through any web browser over the internet. Now, did the world just get smaller or what? Here I am in the GroupWise workflow tool. We're going to create a workflow process. Bill needs to go to a business conference, but first he needs to get approval. Bill first fills out the travel request form and attaches it to the workflow and then sends it to his manager. The manager either approves it or rejects it. Bummer. If the manager approves it, then the workflow continues on to the travel department, who then issues Bill a ticket. It continues on from there to someone in the accounting department, who deducts the ticket cost from his travel budget. And also, an electronic copy of Bill's itinerary goes to his admin, so she can check his travel plans and hotel arrangements to make sure they're correct. Now, if it happens to be international travel and the manager approves it, it then has to go to the VP before any tickets are issued. And all through the entire workflow process, at any time, Bill can check on the status of his request. Hey, if you can use email, you can use GroupWise Workflow. It's just that easy. You can see we're in the library, so I have to be quiet. But what is document management? Well, I'm glad you asked, because GroupWise document management can best be related to the library and the system they use to manage the thousands of books that you see here. For example, what if I wanted to find this Book of Monsters by Ruth Manning Sanders? Where would I go for help? Well, I could ask a librarian. Shh. Or I could look for it myself with the online catalog. Now, with the online catalog, I can instantly find any book in the entire library, including our Book of Monsters, just by typing in the title or the author name or the subject. But what if there were no librarians? What if there were no online catalog? Or what if all the books were just thrown on the shelf any place? How in the world could you find anything in here if there wasn't some kind of system? Well, let's go back to the office now and see how all of this relates to the kind of work you do. Now you're at the office. And here it is Wednesday already, and John has a budget proposal due to the VP by Friday. Most of the information he needs, though, is in last year's budget document. But he can't remember that super-duper 8-character file name that he gave that document 6 months ago. Ever had that happen? And so the search begins. But with GroupWise document management services, John can quickly and easily find not only last year's budget proposal, but any other relevant documents. This includes not just documents, but all types of information, including any relevant email, tasks, notes, faxes, and more. Real document management from Novell, and all included with GroupWise XTD.